Welcome into this brand new edition of Sports Building, a show that would like to ask a question that is not asked or discussed enough here in the sports debate world. Who on earth is the GOAT? Wait a minute. We're doing this too?
Live from a city in Southern California, this is Sports Building. Here's Daniel West.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kittens, puppies, hobbits, inanimate objects, hats, news snails, one and all. Welcome in to Sports Building. I'm your host, Daniel West, joined by a collection of sports analysts as we tackle the question that we ask every week and have, as is tradition, who is the winner of the week? There are, of course, many different names we could choose from. Scotty Scheffler for golfing well. Caitlin Clark for hooping well. Sophia Cunningham for helping Caitlin Clark hoop well. Angel Reese for those rebounds. Whoever it is, we will discuss, debate, and find out. I am the host, Daniel West, but I am not the judge because we think sports something that should be judged by a party that is, kind of unbiased, inanimate, per se. A lot of these sports debate shows have hosts, and they have their own biases. They come from their biased backgrounds. They go to school at different places. They grow up in cities that have sports teams. And so we don't get the full picture of who's right and who's wrong because it is sent through the lens of, their own biases. We don't want to do that here on Sports Building. So we have a guest judge every week. And joining us this week, our unbiased judge this week joins us live straight from Oklahoma City. Flew out here. Appreciate you doing this. One of the bottles from the championship celebration is here. Thank you for joining us. There he is in the background. He will be the judge today. I am Daniel West, of course, but I am not alone.
Will you just hurry up with the what is this? Who are you, Jay Leno?
That's Dave Jay Leno.
Yeah.
That was like 3 hosts ago, and also one because of
Oh, wow, he's really getting up with the references, man. We're starting with Jay Leno.
All right, introduce yourselves. The producer of the show, Dave Rogers.
What's up, homie?
Hi.
What a strange interaction.
You're right. That is the voice of John Beanie, the audio engineer, also playing today.
Hi.
In the other room, across from me, is the one and only, very, talented, but also extremely biased. I resemble those remarks, West. That's Bagman. Hello. I'll be playing. As well as a host of others, including, what was that? Hold on, what was that? What's going on here? Do we have something happening already?
We have a trade to
announce. Oh, goodness. We have a trade to announce. Can someone please fill me in? What happened in the NBA? Do we have any information on what's happened here? Or did that sound just go off accidentally? This is a new program. It would be very nice if somebody were, explaining what's happening.
Breaking news.
West. Sorry, my mic wasn't on. West, we have breaking news from the association. We do indeed have a trade to announce. This comes courtesy of our friend, the News Snail, who you just heard from moments ago. Actually, didn't introduce him yet. The Boston Celtics are trading with the Brooklyn Nets and the Atlanta Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis is going to the Hawks. Terrence Mann, who was in Atlanta, is going to the Nets, along with Atlanta's number 22 pick. And George Niang, and a second rounder to the Celtics. Back to you. Thank you.
Wow, trades already, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we haven't even started with the drafting yet.
The draft coming up tomorrow. Of course, we'll have full coverage next week here on Sports Building. But as I was saying, Dave Rogers playing the game, John Beanie playing the game, and Bagman playing the game. But, of course, we have more here. We're not doing another trade? Oh, wow, another one. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa. What's happening back there? Another trade?
We have another trade to announce.
All right. Bagman, get back in here. What happened? We have another trade in the association? I'm not coming on until my music comes on. West, breaking news from the association. According to our friend, the News Snail, we have another massive trade in the association. The Boston Celtics. It's like a flea market over there. They have sent Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers for Anthony Simon and 2 second-round picks. Sources tell the News Snail. Breaking news. Just happened moments ago. We're first to cover it. Back to you, West. Thank you. Can I finish introducing everyone? Yeah, you can. We're done with the trades. No more trades. There are no trades that have happened in the NBA since I just said that.
We have another
Another
trade to
one?
announce.
What is this? What is this?
We have a trade to announce.
Another one. This show. We're going to have to get the show going at some point. All right, Bagman, get back in here. Explain yet another trade has happened in the association. I'm not coming on until my theme music. West, breaking news from the association. This coming courtesy of the News Snail. Moments ago, the Phoenix Suns are trading two-time Finals MVP Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan LaVille, and Brooks, the number 10 pick in the draft tomorrow, and 5 second-round picks. Again, the News Snail's on this first. Breaking news. I'm going to time this out properly now. Back to you, Wes. Thank you. Glad we really have a flow of the show going right now. Joining us as well is the Vegas Golden Hat, straight out of Las Vegas, straight out of the championship. He is playing the game as well, where I don't know. I don't want to get involved in a gender debate, but I don't actually know what the Vegas Golden Hat is. A hat, okay.
But anatomically.
Dave, what in the world? Okay, we're not, thank you. Glad we don't understand him on that one. And lastly but not least, the News Snail is playing as well. The News Snail here. Hi, what's up? Yeah, you've done a lot of reporting, I know. Why are you playing the game? You're an unbiased reporter. What's that seems like a conflict of interest. That's crazy. Anyway. All right, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, it is time to reveal how the game works. It is very simple. We each have nominated a winner of the week. That winner of the week... Excuse me for a moment.
Oh, that's the mailbox.
The mailbox? Dave, can you read this letter that came in?
Wow, look at that. It is a submission from a member of the people for a winner of the week. We'll add this to the collection on behalf of the mailbox.
Okay. Any more interruptions? Any more trades that have happened in the association in the last several moments since I finished speaking?
We have a trade to
Oh,
announce.
for the love of wonders. What is this? Yet another trade in the association?
Oh, what? No way, that happened? Are you serious? News Snail, you're not faking, are you? News Snail, you can't be real with that. That did not just happen. That cannot have happened. What? Why would they do that?
For the love of wonders. West, breaking news. This is stunning. Courtesy of the News Snail, he just broke this moments ago. A bombshell trade in the association. Luka Doncic, thought untouchable by the Dallas Mavericks, is on his way to Los Angeles.
What?
Anthony Davis is the return, along with some picks and some other plays. We'll get the details, but this is just breaking. The News Snail just breaking this. We'll fill you in next. Back to you, West. The News Snail, huh? Yeah, he was really on top of that one.
What are you talking about?
All right, so here's how the game works. We each have a winner of the week that we have nominated. The game is very simple. We, in reverse order, based on seeding chosen before the show, will discuss our winners of the week. We'll throw them into the nomination bin, and then today's judge, who has been sitting here through all of this nonsense, who, of course, today is our friend joining us from Oklahoma City, flew in on a plane here, a championship bottle from the 2025 champion. Congratulations to them. But are they the winner of the week? Oklahoma City Thunder. So now, without further ado, it is time to play the game, the winners of the week. We begin the debate. Who was the winner of the week in sports? John Beanie, without further ado, give me the imaging for the winners of the week.
It's time for the best countdown in sports radio. From 10 to 1, here are the informal programs. Winners! Winners! Winners!
All right, who's going first?
Yes, as producer of the show, I would like to nominate... no, actually, it's not my turn yet.
Dave, what are you doing?
All right, sorry about that. That's my bad here. That's a penalty. Don't breathe the penalty assessing robot in here. Okay, so first up, we have, on behalf of the people, the mailbox would like to nominate someone.
Do we have to have the imaging every time there's a new letter? Why do we have this music for everything? Why is the music interrupting me?
Don't talk over the mailbox. All right, listener writes in and says, I would like to nominate for winner of the week Shohei Ohtani. He brought peace to baseball. He got hit with the pitch and said, no, go back to the dugout. It is arguably the biggest show of peace this week.
What? What are you talking
What?
about?
I think that was a Middle East joke.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, any other? Actually, no. I don't want to hear from the mailbox anymore. We don't need to. You want to hear from the mailbox anymore? No, that's what I thought. All right. So the mailbox would like to nominate Shohei Ohtani for winner of the week because he brought peace to baseball, and according to them, I'm never getting into this. Is not a political show. I don't know why we did this. News Snail, what's up? Who is your nominee for winner of the week? ESPN, really? Why ESPN? And that's a good take. You know what? That's a strong take. The News Snail says because ESPN was the story of the finals. Yeah, more so than Halliburton. Who are we going to remember more, says the News Snail. Me translating. Halliburton or Stephen A. Smith?
Wait, what?
I don't know about that, News Snail. But yeah, you're right. The ESPN was the face of the finals, for better or worse. This is actually well, then, were they winners if it was infamy? All publicity is good publicity. Okay. All right. So far we have Shohei Ohtani nominated by a listener. We have ESPN nominated by the News Snail. Now it's time for the Vegas Golden Hat. Who's your winner of the week? Wow, Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners. Interesting. Why? Because he hit a lot of home runs, and he leads MLB in home runs. Pretty good reason.
Balls are juiced, though.
Whoa. Hang on a minute, Dave.
I'm just saying, something's juiced there. I don't know if it's the balls or him.
Wait, we cannot do that. That's too far. No, you can't just say that. I won't allow this. That's too far.
I don't care who you are. That's what's just wrong.
Yeah, you can't make those accusations. Anything else on that Vegas Golden Hat? The Panthers are going down next year to Vegas. Okay, yeah, I've heard this before. And you have thoughts on the A's. We don't need you to talk about the A's. We get it. You love Vegas, okay? You want some Raiders talk too? All right. No, we're not talking Raiders. Thank you very much. Cal Raleigh nominated. Now that we've gotten the inanimate objects out of the way, it's time for the actual humans to say their winners of the week. And we begin with Bagman. Again, the top 4 of these. I don't think I explained that because I was interrupted by the numerous trades in the NBA. The top 4 will go into the second round of voting after the break. Bagman, your winner of the week. Wes, thank you very much. 7 years ago, Sam Presti built a team that he thought could win a title. That team fell short to the Miami Heat. Sam Presti then went out.
How long is this speech going to be?
Longer if you interrupt me. Sam Presti went. I thought this was a debate show. Are we doing debate or are we sitting around a campfire dancing and holding hands? What are we doing here? If this is a debate show, then I will debate. And I will school all of you on how to debate. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, Sam Presti saw into the future. He said, this team won't work. He let James Harden go aside. What has James Harden once said, huh? It's a fair point. It is a fair point, West. Then he said, Kevin Durant, you go. Go get your 2 rings. Go get your validation with the Warriors. Does he feel validated? No, he doesn't. Sam Presti saw. Then he said, Russell Westbrook, you've been great. Get out. I don't think it was like that. Well, he was kinder, but he should have said that. And then you got this Paul George character. And he said, I'm sorry. He said, Kawhi Leonard, instead of partnering with the future face of basketball, how about you give us the face of basketball and we'll give you Paul George? Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I'm in Los Angeles. It's very sad. Anyway, and Sam Presti built around this new face of basketball, and Sam Presti went out and he said, I see Caruso over here, the bald mamba. I will bring the bald mamba in. He went over here. He saw Hartenstein doing things with the Knicks. He said, I'll bring Hartenstein in.
Bruh, is this a presidential address?
It will be after I school you. It might as well be. Do we have the roast sound, or did you take that off the board, John?
I can't find it.
Okay, anyway. That's where the roast sound would go if we were competently produced. Anyway. And Sam Presti built around. He brought Jalen Williams in. He brought the other Jalen Williams in. He saw this very tall man from Minnesota who played at Gonzaga and said, behold, my centerpiece, my center. And he put them together in a stew. And last year they were too young. And some said this year they were too young. But no, nay, said the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nay, they said, as they knocked whoever we don't care about in the first round, the Memphis Grizzlies. That wasn't even a series. Nay, they said in the semifinals as they took down the Nuggets, a team that many said they're more experienced, they're going to win. Nay, they said in the conference finals as Anthony Edwards was humble as he should have been. Sit down, be humble, they said, as Kendrick once said. Then they got to the finals, and Halliburton and whatever powers for good or evil was being used by the Pacers to make it through the playoffs. He said, nay, we will take you to Game 7. And in Game 7, it doesn't matter whether he was injured or not, Oklahoma City was winning that game. And for that reason, the Oklahoma City Thunder are my winner of the week. I yield the floor. Okay, thank you. Dave?
I'm going in a different direction. TJ McConnell.
Okay, I want to hear this.
What? All right. ESPN, that's wrong. News Snail, you're incorrect. The ESPN, no one's going to remember. 17 years from now, are they going to see highlights of Stephen A. Smith, or are they going to see highlights of what was happening on the court, huh?
It's a fair point.
Now, get out of here with that argument. Okay. Are we going to remember any one single play from this series outside the push-off by SGA, by Oklahoma City? Name me another play that they made. Who's going to have all the memorable plays? Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, and who was the best player in Game 7? It was TJ McConnell.
Best player?
Yeah, he was. He was. Give me someone else who contributed more.
SGA?
Yeah. Take away the free throws. What did he do? Like 2 for 9?
No, I don't think he was that bad.
Oh, you don't even know because you don't remember. See? I yield the floor. TJ McConnell.
But why TJ McConnell and not Halliburton?
Oh, actually, it's... All right, well, I said TJ, so I'm going to go with it.
All right, thank you very much. So far, for those of you just joining us at home, first of all, I'm sorry. We have Shohei Ohtani for saving baseball and bringing peace. We have the News Snail saying ESPN should be the winner of the week. We have Cal Raleigh from the Vegas Golden Hat. I don't even remember why. It was not a very good argument. Bagman spent 90 minutes on the show saying it's the Thunder. Dave said TJ McConnell. John Beanie, before we come to me.
Yes. All of you are wrong. The winner of the week is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not only Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but his aura. This is a man at 26 years old who was a finals MVP.
What?
A league MVP.
What?
A scoring champion.
What?
Why are you doing that? I'm ruining your argument.
You're doing it so well.
He won the conference finals MVP.
What?
Which shouldn't even be a trophy. They won the Podolov Trophy, which no one cares about, for the regular season champion. And he was the best player at 26 years old. Yes, Caruso, the bald mamba and all that. But the real leader of the team was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's why he is the winner of the week.
All right, thank you. And now, before we go to break, we are way over time. It's time for my nominee for winner of the week. I'm going off the board.
Of course you are.
I'm going with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
What?
Yes. Dale Earnhardt Jr., NASCAR broadcaster. Congratulations to everyone who participated in NASCAR on Prime, turning that into what it was. But most importantly, Dale Jr. this weekend hopped on a pit box at Pocono and was the winning crew chief for Connor Zilic in the number 88 team, which means that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has now a championship-winning car owner.
What?
In the NASCAR Xfinity. Will you please stop that? This is not Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is a winning driver.
What?
In the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and he is a winning crew chief.
What?
In the NASCAR Xfinity Series. This would be the equivalent of Tom Brady this coming year coaching the Raiders for a game. Not just a game, a playoff game, let's say, because their head coach was suspended for some infraction. This is a remarkable achievement and is something that should be celebrated. That is why Dale Earnhardt Jr. is my winner of the week. All right. Now, without further ado, we will reach in. Well, I won't, but there he is. The Bottles joining us from Oklahoma City. Our guest judge of the week will reach in and pick the 4 nominees that he considers to be the best 4 arguments. Again, for those of you just joining us, confused about what's happening, welcome to Sports Building. It is a debate show. We are debating who is the winner of the week in sports, as we will every week. First up, a nominee from the people, Shohei Ohtani, because he brought peace to Major League Baseball when there was a fight breaking out. I don't even know if that happened this week, actually. I don't think that counts, but we'll see what the judge has to say. The News Snail says ESPN for their coverage of the finals, because all publicity is good publicity, and people will remember most from this finals, ESPN. The Vegas Golden Hat says Cal Raleigh because he hit a lot of home runs, although Dave said that they were juiced.
I didn't say he was juiced. I didn't say the balls were juiced. I said something was juiced. I didn't specify.
Okay, very good. Bagman says the Oklahoma City Thunder should be the winners of the week. That kind of makes sense, although I'm not the judge again. Dave said TJ McConnell should be the winner of the week for some. I don't even know what that argument was.
Stop being a biased man. Just read the names.
Okay, very good. John Beanie said Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's aura should be the winners of the week. And I said Dale Earnhardt Jr. should be the winner of the week. Because if you can come off of the pit box as an owner, as a broadcaster, and then hop on the pit box again to be... Sorry.
You knocked over our guest.
Sorry about that. Also, I think he's drunk, so I
Too far.
yeah, that might be too far, but it's true. So now he will pick the 4 in no particular order. The first finalist is
Congratulations.
Bagman.
Thank you.
This isn't. You didn't win anything. All you did is just make it to the final.
Much like the Pacers.
All right, very good, very funny. All right, the next nominee is
Congratulations.
the News Snail.
Wow, that's an upset. I didn't see that coming.
The third nominee is
Congratulations.
Dave Rogers for TJ McConnell.
What?
And lastly, but certainly not least, the final nominee for the winner of the week, as chosen by our guest judge, one of the championship celebration champagne bottles from Oklahoma City, is
Congratulations.
the mailbox and the nominee, Shohei Ohtani. Who is the winner of the week? Find out next. We'll be back with more of Sports Building right here on the Informal Program Network right after this.
This is the Bagman Sports Report. Here's Bagman.
Live from the studios, as you heard earlier, 2 major trades happening in the NBA. It turns out, my apologies, the last trade, the Luka trade, had happened before. A little bit of bad reporting by the News Snail. Kristaps Porzingis headed to the almost said the Milwaukee Hawks, headed to the Atlanta Hawks for Terrence Mann and George Niang and some picks. They all go different places across the NBA. It doesn't really matter. Kristaps is the big deal in that trade. The New Orleans Pelicans are acquiring TJ McConnell and also Anthony Simon going to the Celtics for Drew Holiday. And as well, in the NCAA, rumors spreading, we may go to 76 teams. That's right, they are meeting later this week to decide whether money will ruin one of the last remaining great things in college sports. I am Bagman with the news report every half hour or whenever they're done talking, even though I was part of the problem. Back to you, Wes, after these commercials.
If you got some money and you got some picks, John Beanie's here to make sure that if it's bad, don't bet on it. Here's John Beanie.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Don't Bet on It. I am John Beanie here to make you some money.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If you have the Colorado Rockies for over 70 wins this year, don't bet on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my advice.
You have any more?
No, that was it. I just got one, man. What do you think I am? Like that dude on ESPN with the mustache sometimes? I don't have all the information. That's just my bet. The Rockies are terrible.
Yeah, so why are you telling people that? It's easy information.
Because there's some guy out there, and he's in Vegas, or he's in, one of those gambling states, and he's like, I have a feeling they're going to go on a 40-game win streak. Don't bet on it. I saved you some money.
And now, back to Sports Building.
Welcome back to Sports Building. It is that time again. And then there were 4. It is time to reveal the top 4 to decide our first ever winner of the week here on the show. as chosen by our guest judge you heard there just a moment ago. That, of course, the sound of our guest judge, the bottle of celebratory champagne from Oklahoma City joining us, who fell at some point, maybe a little bit drunk, but we won't hold it against him. Before we get to our winner of the week, let's run you through how we got here. Finalist number 1, Bagman, for the very wild take that the winner of the week should be the Oklahoma City Thunder, who won the championship.
That's right.
The News Snail, who says ESPN is the winner of the week because all publicity is good publicity. And boy, did they get a lot of publicity in these finals with Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins. People were wearing suits on the sideline. People were talking about Doris Burke's contract. It got out of control. All publicity is good publicity, according to the Vegas, or excuse me, not the Vegas Golden. I'm sorry I get you confused.
I'm not saying it's racist, but
You're not.
no, just saying you should probably figure that out.
Okay. What? Because one's a hat and one's a...
Oh, see, sounds like prejudice.
Okay. Anyway, the News Snail says ESPN should be the winner of the week. Dave Rogers says TJ McConnell of the losing Indiana Pacers should be the winner of the week. Yeah, that makes sense. And last but not least, Shohei Ohtani. That was sent in by the mailbox, courtesy of a listener. Now, before we get to the winner of the week, there's a chance for final arguments here. We'll begin with Bagman, who entered as the number 1 seed, chosen first by our special guest judge, the bottle of celebratory champagne from Oklahoma City. Bagman?
There's one team that actually won something this week, Wes.
Okay. News Snail, your thoughts? ESPN was the finals. Years from now, people will say this was the finals of ESPN. Stephen A. Smith had more star power than anyone on the court. Yeah, I don't think we can say that last part on the air, but you might not be wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't say that as well. Okay, anyway, enough with the News Snail. Dave, your argument.
All right. Name me one other moment from Game 7 of the finals that didn't involve TJ McConnell hugging. I'm not counting SGA putting on those shoes that no one explained what was going on with the shoes there he put on. Or the kid that Hartenstein had who was like, his head was cocked back when he was like knocked out of sleep. Give me another moment from that game. TJ McConnell had all of them. He had the layups. He had the best plays. And listen, sometimes, as many people say, the best story is in the losing locker room. You know how Rudy ended?
Didn't they win in Rudy?
Ah, you haven't watched it, have you?
What kind of argument is that?
If you saw it, you'd know what I mean. Anyway.
What?
I've seen Rudy. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Anyway, you guys won't have to get it, but you know what, TJ McConnell? Years from now, some kid on YouTube is going to look up the finals, and they're not going to say, Daddy, who's that? And wearing number 2, or Daddy, number 8. They're going to say, Daddy, who is that? Whatever his number is, 9? Is he number 9? Anyway, who's that guy running around out there? TJ McConnell, winner of the week.
And lastly, but not least, well, actually, kind of least, because I don't want to deal with his noise, the mailbox. Why is Shohei Ohtani the winner of the week?
This letter comes in from the mailbox, says, quote, whoa, that's a bar. Name me someone else in sports, nay the world, who could stop a fight with merely the raise of his hand.
Wow, that's pretty persuasive. Can't lie.
That's a bruh, did you come up with that? Give me some love, man. I didn't know you had that in you. Woo! He's a poet and he don't even know it.
All right, so again, for those of you just joining us, welcome to Sports Building. We have gone completely off the rails. Bagman, nominee for winner of the week. He says the Oklahoma City Thunder, who won the championship, should be the winner of the week. There's one winner this week who actually has a ring. Fair point. The News Snail, who says ESPN made themselves the story of the NBA Finals, and therefore they are the winners of the week because all publicity is good publicity. There's Dave Rogers arguing that TJ McConnell should be the winner of the week.
Because, man, he's going to be what we remember most from Game 7.
Okay. And last but not least, Shohei Ohtani, as the mailbox puts so eloquently, who else could stop a fight with merely the raise of his hand? That's a bar. All right, it is now time to reveal, as chosen by our guest judge today, the bottle from Oklahoma City's Champagne Celebration. Hey, what's up? The winner of the week. We begin in reverse order, counting down. But first, John Beanie, the imaging, please.
Hold on.
It's time for the best countdown in sports radio. From 10 to 1, here are the informal programs.
Winners! Winners! Winners!
Wait, what happened to 10 through 8?
Coming in at number 4. John.
At number 4,
Bagman.
What? What? You betrayed me. I picked your team.
This is a stunning development. The bottle, I'm stunned. We are all stunned around here. We have not been this stunned since we heard for the second time in the past few months about that Luka Doncic trade. No, that wasn't shade at you, News Snail, although it was, yes, because you reported something that happened weeks ago. This is truly stunning. Bagman was not selected by a literal bottle of champagne from Oklahoma City. Wow, that is stunning.
Wow. It's wide open now.
Entered as the number 1 seed, but Bagman is out of the running. So the winner of the week, apparently not the Oklahoma City Thunder, who won a ring. This is truly stunning. Can it get more stunning? Who's number 3? Special guest judge.
and now your top 3.
Coming in at number 3. The mailbox. The mailbox who said Shohei Ohtani.
Wow.
This means that our 2 finalists for the winners of the week, Dave Rogers, who said TJ McConnell, and the News Snail, who said ESPN. Now, here's how we're going to do this. Much like they do in college football on those selection shows, we are going to pan out, and we're going to give the imaging for the winner of the week, the first ever winner of the week here on SportsBuilding, presented by someone very soon.
Hit us up in the chat.
No, that's not how we get sponsorship, Dave. That's not how we do it. We'll reveal number 1, then we'll pan out and show you number 2. Again, our 2 finalists, ESPN, winner of the week for covering the finals and making the story about them, or, as Dave Rogers says, TJ McConnell. Because what are we going to remember from Game 7? Apparently not Oklahoma City winning. We're going to remember TJ McConnell making layups.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the week is...
Sorry. Did I kill the suspense?
Yes, you did.
Here's number 1.
The winner of the week is the News Snail.
What?
Congratulations.
And congratulations to ESPN, ahead of TJ McConnell,
What?
ahead of Shohei Ohtani,
What?
please stop, and ahead of the actual champions of the NBA. Congratulations to the News Snail as voted on by, again, a bottle of champagne from the celebratory celebrations. Yeah, I know that's an odd way to put it, but it's late. I'm very tired. In Oklahoma City, the first winner of the week. Congratulations to the News Snail and ESPN, your first ever winner of the week.
Congratulations.
The city of Bristol, Connecticut.
We know we're a winning city. We got more winning to do.
And apparently ESPN, despite the layoffs.
Full of winners.
Which, of course, means we have to reveal who number 2 is, and that would be the runner-up, Dave Rogers, who said TJ McConnell was the winner of the week. So, again, the final countdown results coming in at number 4, Bagman, who said the Thunder were the winners of the week, who actually won a championship. This is crazy. Number 3, the Mailbox, who said Shohei Ohtani, who stopped a fight with merely the raising of his hand. At number 2, Dave Rogers, who said TJ McConnell. And at number 1, the News Snail, who said that ESPN is the winner of the week. Truly a stunning development. We will have more on this in the coming months. Bagman was supposed to do the 5-minute LA Sports Show, but he has left in protest after losing. Great sportsmanship being shown here by the staff on our show. Today's show has been loosely produced by Dave Rogers, audio engineering by John Beanie, News and research from the News Snail. I have been the host. You have been the listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in Sports Building, and we will see you very soon. The debate continues. Who's the winner? You'll have to find out next. Bye.
This is the Informal Post Show.
Bagman really left.
Yeah. Guess you're host of 5 Minute LA Sports Show now.
I was going to go home. I want to go home.
Well, you asked for this, buddy.
I can't believe the bottle betrayed him like that. This whole time.
I was convinced he was going to win.
We have a literal bottle of champagne from Oklahoma City here in the studio with us, and the bottle put them winning the championship at 4th and ESPN's coverage of it at number 1. What are we doing? What is this?
I thought this was America.
It is America.
Oh.
You want to say some political statement?
No, I just was wondering if it was America. I just got confused for a minute.
What?
You know how it is. You know, you're flying all over the place. You don't know what country you're in.
No, I've never experienced that.
Well, that's because you don't fly.
Where have you flown?
Egypt?
Egypt. When did you go to Egypt?
Yeah, you know, sometime.
What are you, a spy?
Yeah.
If you are, you probably shouldn't be talking about it on the radio.
And if I'm not, then I'm making great content.